Stadium here on the lakefront in Cleveland. Yeah, the mystic thing is we're just about set for the opening kickoff.
All right, guys, we're restarting this game. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened this game, but I have no idea what happened to my game. It's like it had a game mind of its own.
This is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You make plays in this one.
I don't know what happened, guys. My stream got delayed. I don't know what happened to my stream. Somebody...
last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done. And
God damn. Thank you, one watcher. Sorry about that. Something happened to my game.
On the move to his left. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's able to get this to the...
I don't know. It got a mind of its own.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know.
I don't like these streams just...
And that's what they just did on that play.
That was weird. The weirdest thing that ever happened on one of my streams. I just don't know that. What happened. Oh, really?
Down near the 25. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting and preparation and understanding what their team was capable of.
Tackling.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to...
It's all about tackling.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 20.
Good job. Murdering the quarterback.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind him.
This defense wins championships.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Hot damn.
By Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
What the freak?
He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb.
Really?
To speak of, call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can talk later, maybe after. Talk later after my stream.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
I'm streaming on YouTube right now.
Go for it, and it'll be a turnover on down.
I'm on YouTube right now.
Big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he did. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4.
Sorry. Poing.
It is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left.
What a close game this turned out to be.
But when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th and inches.
They'll run for it. Chubb.
And a free.
Able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He put it here.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
That's way for him to find.
Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Yes.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, and that one is incomplete. And it
Really?
also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson.
What?
End zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th.
Stupid ass defense. God damn it.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The
Really?
unable to move the chains on
Come on, offense.
Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there setting ready for this next drive.
Commanders are
Offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's the throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That's right, guys. I didn't know what you're doing.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Around it all, were they 2nd and short, and they brought out the
That's our guy.
heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
I figured.
Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin, and they're going to get this up to midfield. Gibson toss right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard.
God damn.
Gain of 5, good enough for the 1st
9. You are that bad.
Throwing his Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's not. Us at the end of the.
First carry here for Robinson. He is taken. Gain of 2. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're dumb enough to try it again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Forced out to his left.
A little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game. CD. It comes on the 3rd drive, but
See, 5 and 7. Baltimore's 5 and 7.
the Browns set to take over. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Back to throw, Watson.
Damn it!
Be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Damn it, Commanders.
On 4th down, Watson.
Nice first down.
Njoku over the middle. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now a first down throw, Watson.
Watson, please.
Get there as he's taken down. Mack Wilson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Come on.
There's not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Man open, that's Anthony.
Oh, there's a flag.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Shit. We're going to win this game.
Play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
We're winning this game.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Yes.
He's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson.
Damn it!
Under pressure now.
Really?
And down he goes. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Oh my God.
Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Oh my.
There, but this pass is going to
Time to punt it. This is not a situation where you want to give up 10 points for halftime. You want your defense to have a chance to play smart football.
Under a minute to go. Still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Yeah, that's poor shit.
Wentz now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Washington Commanders can go whatever. They are terrible.
This will be caught once again by Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward.
And wins is terrible. That's why Indy didn't want to keep his stupid washed up ass.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete. But
flagged.
This might be a roughing call.
What? Oh, come on.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time,
that's some bull crap.
He's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Come on.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Oh, really?
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go.
Come on, really?
Again, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement
You're playing against the #1 defense in the entire NFL, buddy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Yeah.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
3-0.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
It's a dog fight.
We'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cincinnati, where it'll be the Bengals. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window. One being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football,
yes,
this is what we want to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers.
Yep. That's all right, guys.
Now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game.
Yeah.
For the Browns, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. In a game where one field goal was all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figure both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Yes, indeed. As the second half gets underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty
then that's okay.
in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. Run there, Charles, from a running back who's so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down.
Tackles aside, like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Tackle made by Chase Young. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's Watson throwing on 4th down, and it's caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
That's right.
Touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Cavs team. They're bad. They're mad.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
You're pulling closest.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just let's just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score?
Which side has it?
Challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. It's back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
The Patriots aren't as good as my.
Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's right.
As he's on to punt for Washington. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the head.
Oh, yeah. You remember when he got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, for the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 105 yards rushing now for the NFL leader.
That's it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's right.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside.
161 yards rushing.
Gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He scores over 200 yards rushing.
They'll run on 1st down. Felton. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this
62 yards.
Nick Chubb, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. That pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Facing the #1 defense in the entire NFL.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Wentz toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A handoff running left is Gibson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, right back to Gibson. He'll take this to the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Yep.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's been 9 wins for him.
Defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Johnson to return it. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's right.
Handoff comes to Chubb.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And again, it's Chubb. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. to Chubb. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 177 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Chubb running right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And Chubb will try the middle here.
21 to 3.
And he's got this down to the 35.
190.
First down and 11-yard pickup. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing right here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
Alright, I didn't mean to call.
Tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard
207 yards rush.
Yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
Five.
He's not gonna get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
First down.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
They want to keep
This is
pounding.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Finally, defensively, they had a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
That's right.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
All right.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
25 seconds left.
Now Wentz again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The #1 defense and the #1 team in the entire league.
Now Wentz gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved, and even go deeper on these first snaps just because they can.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
That's right. They win 9 games. That's why. They get 9 wins. They get 10, 11 wins. Maybe 12. That would give them the number 2 seed in the SC.
National Football League. And with us is Kenny Moore. He's now up to a 60-tackle season following his last performance. It's the Colts and the Browns under the lights on Sunday night.
Yep.
Well, no precipitation in the forecast, but we do have a cold night in store at First Energy Stadium on the southern bank of Lake Erie. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. Their run game has proven superior so far this season, but that could change this week because now they face the best defensive front in the NFL. It won't be easy for them, Charles, to let that ground game do the heavy lifting like they usually do.
I think you're right about that, and I'll guarantee they have a backup plan in place. I also don't think they want to shy away from what they do best, which is running the football. Maybe their style changes a little bit. Maybe the blocking scheme's different. But they're definitely going to test them in the run game before they abandon it.
All right.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do
Bengals beat the Jets. Jesus.
Fielded inside the 5.
They're going to know it's in the AFC anyhow. Browns will be number 2.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to
2024.
when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he powers his way up past the 30. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Go for the Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson.
What?
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve.
Come on.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Come on, catch that. Idiot.
Third down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, Watson.
First down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. And that's where you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living. and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Fuck.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Watson.
Really?
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Browns had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
What?
Sure, he saw the linebacker there. As that's
Come on.
incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson out to throw. Touchdown, Browns.
That's right.
Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
That's right.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
All right.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
All right, guys.
The 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Tanner to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Jake Bailey on down the punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for. So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Yes.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
5 yards.
In the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, here in the early going. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw is Watson.
First down.
Open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And the stop here
first down
at the 38-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks moving in. They give the Chubb at the gun. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Oh!
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 14. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
York on now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Darnold. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And the pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 129 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific In this first half, they scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer in 2nd and goal.
That's right.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Receiving, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson.
Oh!
But that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And his pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Yes.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this pass broken up.
That's right.
Contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Johnson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good return for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
You're an
you do
analyst.
it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Watson off play action. He's got his receiver Cooper. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season, and congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly have the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to...
They outscore the Patriots. They got to feel good.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Damn it, Watson! Damn it, Watson!
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
God
now the
damn it.
Signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock is stopped with 44 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches in the victory.
Yeah.
And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, Well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay,
That's right.
Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Number one defense, bro.
On third down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Able to break free, and his mark short. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
5-0.
They'll score that a 30.
Commanders beat the Saints by 3. They got their ass beat last game. You know damn well they did.
They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice
They're mad.
chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
What?
A curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And now a timeout called defensively.
I'm challenging the last play.
Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Damn it.
After review of the play, moving on the field.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
All right, guys, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Succop's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
All right.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 53 yards. And the Browns just continue to roll.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
He's mad. He's damn Harbaugh. That is damn.
York now for the extra point.
From his player, defensive players. Holy crap.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Summary that time, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown.
That quarterback is just...
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
They just ran the heck out of the playbook on him.
Fairly short kick from the 14. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this will be 10 wins for him, I believe.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Oh, this looks like a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down.
Quarterback keeps getting his ass eaten, handed to him. In other words, he keeps getting killed. Getting his ass chewed out by the coach.
Down near the 35-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He is going nowhere as he's enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's alright, defense.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out.
Alright, guys.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Almost 2 hours, guys. We're going to stop the stream after this game.
Shifts free at the 15. And he takes it.
It'll be 8 o'clock. We're going to take a little bit of a break before we start our next stream, guys.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Ryan Succop will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Succop's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's
had a
great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. My, oh my, 250 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just Chubb.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
500 yards.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. but he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On first down, Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll drop this down to Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold onto. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. There's a room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
338 yards rushing.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32.
41 rushes, 354 yards.
First down. From the 32 down.
Almost 400 yards rushing.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's brought down, but not before.
378 yards rushing.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24.
Good God.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Wear out the defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. A run for Nick Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Touchdown.
Another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Not much defensive resistance on that run. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play.
Ah, me. He caught it.
issue here. Does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
After review of the play, moving on the field.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. The York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
380 yards.
Sends this one away.
An offense.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The thing I can hope for them throwing a damn interception and I run it for another 20 and get the 400 yards.
Now it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
All right.
Darnold from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Man open left side is Brown. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the close fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
Shit.
Talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Chubb. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.
383 yards in offense.
Popcorn for everyone in the film session.
So for Cleveland, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for the Colts, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Six in a row. Here we are. Alright guys, we're gonna end this stream. Peace out. Thanks for being here guys.